What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as you tune in, check out the content. Got my man Clayton in here. We're gonna got a few things to talk about. Talk about the WNBA playoffs. We're gonna give like a preview on the playoffs. Then we're gonna talk a little bit about the NFL, and a little bit about I guess a little bit about basketball, but mostly the WNBA and some NFL though. So what's
Well,
good? What's good?
speaking of basketball, then they got one of the vice presidents of the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
So that company, before they went out of business, Aspiration,
Yeah.
they had a late payment due to Kawhi, and the payment went to somebody named Dennis, not to Kawhi's uncle.
Yeah.
He's a vice president or he's somebody in the Clippers organization. The payment went to him. And they revealed that yesterday or the day before. So more and more it's looking like the Clippers, now.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Clippers.
It's not looking good for the Clippers. Now, the only problem is, and also it's another thing that after Ballmer initially put in $50 million, he also put an additional investment into the company at a later date. That came out too. But the only problem is this. And shout out to Marcellus Wiley. So I watched his part on it, and he made a lot of sense. He said that a real smoking gun is you gotta somehow have Steve Ballmer's money going into that company, or that payment going to Kawhi. Somehow you gotta link that to Steve Ballmer. That's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah.
That's the true smoking gun. Yeah.
So is this guy Dennis? Is he going to be like a buffer between Steve Ballmer and Kawhi?
Well, no. See, the guy Dennis, that implicates the Clippers.
Oh, okay.
Because he's part of the Clippers organization. You understand? So now there's a full-fledged investigation going on. And the commissioner, what's in the Adam Silver?
Yeah.
He came out and he said, the how far the penalties can go and this, that, and the other. But at the same token, he said, we're not going to jump to conclusions or take a screenshot of this whole thing and assume anything. They're going to do a thorough investigation. But yeah, anyway, that was just that. That was on my mind before we get too far in the weeds on something else. Yeah.
I just don't see how they separate Kawhi from the Clippers without implicating. Like, you either can implicate both, or you can clear both of them, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but the NBA is only investigating the Clippers per circumventing the salary cap. Kawhi, there's no way Kawhi can circumvent the salary cap because he's not the boss.
Right. Yeah, that's why I say you can, you can only clear him or either. Man. So
and I don't know what Sam Perkins was talking about, saying he don't like the fact that they making Kawhi the face of this and it. But I don't understand what he's saying, because I still don't know what Kawhi Leonard did wrong. Accepting money.
Yeah. Well, even what was the other team? Well, somebody else came out and said something. Toronto came out. What's good, Tom?
My man.
What's that?
What's up? What's up, Joe? You the man.
Yeah.
Man, just getting off work.
Okay.
Oh, perfect timing. You can ride with us in the car, boy.
Yeah.
You got that peanut here shining.
Oh boy, got the coconut shine. You know how
you showing the dome today.
Yeah. I had my visor on. For both times. When I get off the bus, man, I take it off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I be wearing it the whole time.
Yeah. So look, I was just saying that even the Toronto Raptors came out and tried to throw Kawhi under the bus and tried to say that he tried to hold their team, hostage, and said that he wanted more money besides what they could offer on the salary cap, right? But still, like you said, though, you can't really.
Why he done? I mean, what they going like? What can they do? They can what's the name? Like make his contract null and void. I mean, can they do that? I guess the NBA can do it. You know what I mean? Then they got to fight. You know what I mean, against it. But they was acting like, oh man, Kawhi done. I don't get it. I don't really know.
I don't get it either.
Yeah,
I don't get it either. Yeah. Even if he tried to stick Toronto up, say he want more, it's they don't have to do it. Like
no,
I don't get that.
Yeah, ain't like he could twist their arm. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't.
And they up there talking about, oh man, you see what Kawhi did and all. I think what y'all just letting the like they always do. They just let the organization off the hook. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no part to play in it. You know?
Hey, Tom, but that guy, Pablo Torre, he ain't letting the Clippers get off the hook. He got some more incriminating evidence. Because Kawhi was due to late payment, right? Before the company went out of business or whatever. So they had to rush a payment, and the payment went to this guy named Dennis, not his uncle, a guy that's part of the Clippers organization. Huh?
I'm about to say that's his uncle, ain't it? But you say
no, it's not his uncle. It's another guy named Dennis. Dennis is his uncle, but it's a guy named Dennis that's a part of the Clippers organization. He's some type of president or something, and the payment went to him.
Oh man, yeah, they dirty, man. They dirty, man.
Yeah.
The other an interview where he was saying we ain't do nothing to circumvent the cap, whatever. Like, all right, explain it then. Explain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, explain.
Make him explain.
I really don't think Adam Silver don't want nothing there. Though. He don't want it to be anything there. You know what I mean?
He sure don't.
He don't want it to be nothing there. So just see how this investigation goes. You know what I mean? Because that'll be, you know what I mean? That'll be a white cloud hanging over their head. You know what I'm saying? If just like with David Stern, with that referee cheating scandal. You know, he didn't want it to go no deeper. He stopped the feds, told the feds, no, we got it. It was only one guy because the feds was investigating all this stuff, and David Stern put the brakes on. He put the brakes on. He's like, no, ain't nobody else. Yeah.
He flipped the investigator, the FBI guy. David Stern flipped him.
Well, he tried. Because he wanted them to come work for him.
Yes.
He wanted them to come work for the NBA. Yeah, he tried. Yeah.
Did the guy ever go to work for the NBA? He never did.
No, he didn't. But all that evidence that he pulled that was implicating the NBA and rigging shit, he got rid of all that. He went quiet on all that shit.
Sure did.
He made the refs go to jail. Yep.
Now you tell me, Mr. Clayton, he ain't get a nice little envelope for that.
Absolutely.
You tell me he ain't get no nice little envelope for that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. But
you know, you don't want the biggest thing. You know, you don't want to be remembered as the commissioner who was involved, you know, in the cheat scandal or this type of thing with the Obama. You know what I'm saying? With Silver, you don't want that to be like on your record.
That's right.
So you're gonna try to make all that type.
Yeah, that's not a good look. So yeah, you're right. He definitely don't want nothing to be there when it comes to you know.
And one last thing, they also fight to make the general public feel like the game hasn't been compromised in any way. But my theory is, even if the game and evidence come out that it has been compromised, people are so far gone, they won't even give a fuck. They'll still bet on it. They'll still watch it, and they'll still engage in it.
Yeah. It's just like WWF wrestling.
Yeah. That's crazy.
They'll still watch it. Yeah. But let's real quick get into to this WNBA playoffs before we go to move on to football and them football games, man. So in the first round is 3. I personally, before we get into, I think all of the rounds should be 5, but I guess I think the lowest should be 5, not 3.
Yeah, but that's a lot of TV money.
It's 2 out of 3.
Yeah, the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, they shouldn't invest in 5 games for the first round, right? Especially right now, because I don't think it's enough fan interest for all that. Like, you got to keep it short. That way, keep it exciting.
Yeah. So you don't think it's enough demand?
Right.
Yeah, and especially right now, then you don't even have Caitlin Clark in there, and like you were saying earlier, that's going to affect whether you watch it or not. I know I'm a be glued, but all right, let's run through this stuff. So you got the Lynx and the Valkyries playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who? I guess that's a no-brainer right there for
everybody. The Valkyrie haven't beaten them one time this year. They haven't gotten one game against them. So I feel bad for the Valkyrie. They drew a tough matchup.
They did.
It might even be a sweep.
Yeah,
two games, and they out of here.
Yeah. What's up, what's up, Tom? Welcome to the chat. Let me see. Then we got the New York Liberty, and they going up against the Phoenix Mercury. I think that's a foregone conclusion. Also, I think
that's going to be a dog fight.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be it's going to be a cakewalk, but I think they're going to, I think they'll get past the. You call it for upset?
That's going to be a dog fight, Mike. The Mercury, the referees let them play dirty and muddy. I'm telling you, that's going to be a dog fight. Yeah. Trust me.
Let me ask y'all this real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they I'm just saying this, I mean, the women's players aren't as skilled as the men, right? Remember the narrative of the NBA is they wanted to take a lot of that stuff out. They wanted to legislate a lot of that stuff out so you'd be able to see the full repertoire, of the skilled players, right? Why is it the opposite in the women's game?
Well, me personally, I believe it's the opposite because a lot of your stars in the W, that's the only way they know how to play. And I don't think the commissioner wants to really upset the apple cart, even though she came out recently and said, yeah, our refereeing need to be better and X, Y, and Z. She bows down to the nature of the W and how it's been played and things of this nature. And because the skill level is lacking, the drama is what they think sells, and the physical play and all that stuff. It creates more of a soap opera and more drama. But a lot of your stars, they play like that.
Yeah. It's definitely a physical game.
Yeah, it's not like in the NBA, like when you just had the Pistons dirty and the more waters and money. Other teams were physical, but they was dirty. So you can isolate the Pistons and start coming down on them hard, calling them for texts and stuff like that to make them change their style. But in the W, it's so many players that play like that.
Yeah. What Tom said? He said, "Excuse me, OG. Did you say the women are more skilled than the men?"
No, they're not as skilled. They're not as skilled. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't think they are as skilled.
Yeah, but I ain't want to make a left hand turn. You know what I mean? Go and get back to your picks. I ain't want to make a left hand turn. Yeah, I didn't want to make a left hand turn.
You helping the conversation flow, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Then we got the Aces on a what they on a 16 game winning streak. 16 game winning streak going up against Seattle. I think I'm looking for the Aces to go all the way personally.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm looking for them to go all the way out there
Who
on their side of the bracket.
would you think they'd be their toughest challenge?
I think Atlanta Dream probably gonna be their toughest challenge. I think it's gonna be the Atlanta. Yeah, yeah. I don't now. I
Before
think
they make it to the finals.
yeah. Before they get to the finals, I think it's gonna be Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me see.
I just don't like no team riding a 16-game winning streak. I just don't like it.
So
Why you don't like it?
Because if you look at history, you look at odds, the more you win, now the odds increase that you're going to lose because you've been riding a long winning streak. It's almost that adage of,
a little bit more pressure. But you know, they can drop a game here and there. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to, you know what I mean, run the table for here on out and still end up champions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. They ain't got what's the name? But you know how they say, man, you get hot at the right time. You know what I mean? You get hot at the right time. I ain't know it was up to no 16 games. I think I lost it when it was around like 11 or 12. I ain't know it got to 16.
Yeah. Now, one thing that's in the Aces' favor in WNBA history, teams that went 15-0 or ran off 15 straight games, they wound up winning the championship. So that's in their favor.
So yeah, I did hear that the Lynx had did that. I think back when they had Maya Moore on there, and another team did it. I'm not sure if it was the Comets, but I think the Comets had like a 15, 16 game winning streak one of those years that they had won their 4 championships. But
I read something about the sister that's in Las Vegas. They said she did something. She did something twice, and somebody else did it. But I was thinking, you know, maybe I just don't remember. I thought what's the name was doing a lot of scoring with Houston back in the day. What was her name that played with Cheryl Swoop when they was winning them championships?
Cynthia Cooper.
Yeah, I thought she was doing a lot of scoring, but now that the clip that Asia Wilson is.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was only Asia Wilson did it twice, and then another player did it. Yeah, so I'm like, wow. And I always thought Cynthia was scoring like that, you know?
Yeah, that team that Cynthia Cooper was on, though, had more. They had Cynthia Cooper, then they had Cheryl Swoops and Tina Thompson. So, you know, although she could score, but, you know, they had to spread that wealth. You got 3, you know, that's a 3-headed monster right there.
You're right.
Yeah, so let me see what Tom said. What's in Vegas' favor is their star player Wilson, who gets all the calls. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and the way she been playing this year, though, even when they wasn't winning, man, she was balling out. She was balling out. She took it, you know what I mean? She was just seemed like she was on a mission from day one. It was like everybody else on the team caught up with her later on. But she was balling out.
When she came back from injury, because she started slow, but then she went on a tear. She started slow, Mike. She did.
Before she got hurt, you thought she was.
She started slow. Yeah, Fee was tearing the league up. She started slow, but then she went on a tear. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I always, in my opinion, I thought from the door, even before she got hurt, I thought she was, you know, it looked like because she had something to prove.
Nah, Fee was tearing the league up.
Yeah. Let me see what's good. What's good, Eastside? Eastside said, was competition and talent better back in the day in the WNBA or now? Right. What you think, back in the day or you think now?
I think back in the day.
I agree with you. I thought it was back in there. Cheryl Swoops, and then you got Spoon and them up in New York, and Kim Hampton. She was in New York. Man, yeah, I thought it was tough.
Definitely think back in the day.
Lisa Leslie. I thought it was tougher back in the day, in my opinion. You know.
Because in this league, and these girls, I'm seeing so many girls miss layups and stuff like that of that nature. Yeah, but back then, them girls was balling.
Yeah.
I ain't watched much, but I know they was balling.
Maya Moore. I thought she was,
Yes.
Maya Moore. What Shamika Holslaw and man, I thought them women was balling too. Yeah.
Shamika.
I used to like Nikki McCray.
Yes, he was balling.
Yeah. Like you say, Shamika Holslaw, man, she was a
Yeah.
I fell in love with her. And then when she went to the Wizards and stuff started happening, because she was the first that started making me watch.
Yeah.
Like before this Caitlyn shit, I mean, Shamika was my girl. And then all of a sudden, she just started going through stuff and I ain't see no more from her,
Yeah. Townsend Urban, nobody can touch Wilson. Watch when people play Caitlyn, now they're grabbing and they can hold and get physical. Let me see. But you know what though? Asia Wilson is physical herself too. She really physical. Did y'all see that game when she pushed down she knocked over the girl who played for the Lynx? She was trying to set a pick, and Asia Wilson just tried to run straight through her and just pushed it in, or tried to push it into.
Ran through the screen or whatever.
Yeah, man. So
I saw a highlight of it.
Yeah. So Time agreed that competition was way better. Oh, wait a minute, is way better now than it was back in the. So Time said it's better now. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't think the competition better than them.
I think
some of
the thing with the men's game, I just think players overall are just more skilled. I don't think they're necessarily better players. You know what I'm saying? Like better, but they're just more skilled, and I think in some aspects of it, they are allowed to showcase. And I think, especially with the NBA, I think that's what they wanted. They wanted they star players.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to allow them to showcase their talent more. Because I think you had guys back in the day that could do things. They just wasn't, the league didn't push that.
Right. Yeah.
I definitely think the women's game has evolved in terms of some of the things they can do with the basketball. But I still think the competition was greater back in the day.
Yeah, see, and you know what? That's a good point. Because I think the men's and women's game, I think they competed more. They competed harder back then than they do now. You know what I'm saying? You can say it's the money. You can say, it's a lot of different things. But it's like players competed more. I think it was a more emphasis on winning back then than it is now.
Yeah.
Winning was the ultimate goal. Now, not so much. You know what I'm
saying? Right. Well, before we move on, so who y'all like in the finals then?
Whoever Asia Wilson played for.
Yeah, I got Asia Wilson coming out of their bracket on their side, and I think it's going to be the Lynx versus the Aces.
I definitely got the Lynx in the finals, but on this side, I can't call it.
So yeah,
I can't call it.
So who is it between? Is it the Aces and the Storm?
I can't call it because I could see the Storm upsetting the Aces. I can't call it. The Dream, I can't call it. I wouldn't even be surprised if the FIBA upset the Dream. I just can't call this side, but on that side, I'm going with the Lynx.
Yeah. I mean, that's even for the Lynx to come out of there. That's tough because then you got New York over there. Then you had the Mercury over there. So both. I think the Aces had.
But I think that series. But I think that series between the Mercury and the Liberty is going to take its toll on both teams. So whichever one advances, you're going to be looking at a team in Minnesota that's well rested, waiting, because they're going to get them Valkyrie up out of there in 2 games.
Yeah.
How many rounds is it? Fella?
3.
Yeah, 3 rounds.
Yeah.
So, all right, man.
Real quick before we transition to football, real quick. NBA. Y'all see that Wemby working out with Elijah Wan? Y'all see that?
No, that's
I
good
heard he was
stuff,
working
though.
out with
Yeah. If he developed any type of post moves, post game, you know what I mean, considering what he already can do on the perimeter and things like that.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ain't no question about it. If he's able to implement that, you know what I mean, into his game, watch out, man. Watch out. You know what I mean? I want to see that.
Elijah Wan work out all types of plays. He was working out with Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That show you what kind of skills Elijah Wan had.
Yeah. That's because his
Especially
footwork is
especially on
crazy.
that block, right? Especially on that block, man. That's something you want to add to your game. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Something you want to add to your game, you know?
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
that's
good for
because
Wemby.
his footwork is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, man, you know what? Look, when the Ravens played, they played the Bills, man. And I'm thinking, like, they always find a way to lose. Like, their defense at the end of the game, either they give up a lead, they have a lead, and in the fourth quarter give it up. They don't, or either somebody will fumble the ball in a crucial situation. I don't know what to say about the Ravens, man. I really don't.
That man, you don't score 40 in the NFL and lose, man. That's just, you know what I mean? That guy, that quarterback, George, he threw for like 200 and some yards in the fourth quarter alone.
Yep.
He threw for over 200 yards in the fourth quarter alone.
Yep.
So where's that vaunted defense, man? Where's that vaunt? You just gave the defensive back all that bread. He's the highest paid player on defense. You gave him all that money, man. He's a cornerback. He's in the secondary.
You know, Kyle Hamilton he's safety.
Yep.
They gave him he the highest paid safety in history.
Yep.
But the problem is the Ravens don't have a pass rush. Josh Allen dropped back 46 times and only got touched once.
You sure?
Yes.
I ain't know that.
46 times he threw the ball and they sacked him once. So now you're looking at all these quarterbacks in the AFC. If you don't get a pass rush, and I'm not talking about blitzing all the time. If you don't be able to get home in 4 with an edge rushing, these quarterbacks are too good. Now every week you got to go out and outscore a team. That's going to be tough, especially if you're not. See, this is the problem with the Ravens run game. It's the greatest run game in football. But they hit explosive plays in the run game. They scoring fast because Derek Henry taking off 60-yard touchdowns where they need to go 4 or 5 yards a clip, eat up clock. And that way that other guy ain't getting as many opportunities. That's the main thing with Baltimore. They look like they was unbeatable for 3 quarters. But the problem is Josh Allen and them Bills, that dude can throw. He can throw, he can run.
Yeah, he's nice, man.
Let me ask y'all this then. But all right, so once a team, any team, once you get a team down 15 points, now and you're in the fourth quarter, now you know that you basically making them one-dimensional, right?
Yes, they're gonna throw.
And so why most of the time the team defense gonna pin their ears back and come at them?
Not when it's the fourth quarter and 5 minutes or something to go and they down 15. They fucking drop back in his zone coverage or the prevent or stuff like that.
Play that prevent.
That prevent is
shit,
trash,
man.
though. It's trash.
Yeah, you've been stopping the team all game long with your regular defense. Then at the end of the game, you allow them to go up and down the field. I never understood that, man. I never understood that. You know, they say keep everything in front of you and all that, man, but you're giving up chunk yards. You're giving up chunk yards, man.
Yeah.
You know what's the name, folks, man, in college. I don't know if y'all spoke about this before I chimed in, but Colorado lost last night.
They got the doors blown off.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Tom?
You breaking up, Tom.
You breaking up, Tom. In a bad area.
Yeah. So
I knew Colorado was in trouble when you start changing quarterbacks already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, man. So
can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
You sound better now. But yeah, Baltimore let me down on that game. Now, all right, let's talk about the Minnesota and Chicago, right? What did y'all see out of Caleb? Out of the kid Caleb, is y'all see any promise there?
Yeah, he can play.
I think, man, you want to talk about an athlete. That guy's an athlete, man. A lot more than I ever gave him credit for.
Yeah.
He missed some layups. You know what I mean? That's what they say. He missed some layups. You know what I mean? He missed a couple gimmies early on when he was 10 for 10, 12 for 12 or something like that.
He started the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Minnesota played him real vanilla early on. And then I think they started doing stuff after the snap. They would give him one look pre-snap, and then once the ball was snapped, they go into something different. And I think that kept him, you know what I mean, off balance. I think that kept him off balance. I don't think he should have got, you know what I mean, killed for that game. I don't think he should have got killed for that game because, you know what I mean, it's a division game, things like that. But I did think being the number one pick and all the hype. I thought he would be a little further along, but he's an athlete though. He's an athlete.
He's an athlete.
Yeah, he got to learn, and I think sometimes he fall back on that a little bit too much. His athleticism. You know what I'm saying? The thing they think is they try and get him on time. They try and get him to, you know what I mean, 3-step, 5-step, boom, ball out. You know what I'm saying? They trying to work with him on that instead of holding it, and then trying to scramble and make something happen, you know. But they say this guy supposed to be the quarterback whisperer, like every offensive coach nowadays. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna see if he can coach him up. You know what I mean? You gotta coach these guys up, man. I don't know why they want a finished product all the time. You gotta coach him up.
And he need a running game. He need a running game. You need to take some of that pressure off him. He don't need to be throw. You need a running game.
For sure.
A lot of rookie quarterbacks that do well, they have that balance, you know. Except Jaden. He was the running game last year, but you need that running game to offset some things.
How did you think he looked?
I thought he looked fine. He just was under duress. I thought he looked fine. To be under that much duress and not turn the ball over and play a clean game. Yeah, he the real deal. He just ran up against a superior opponent.
Yeah, they was on.
Green Bay to me. Now I thought Green Bay was going to look good, but I think they look like they look really good.
On the level of Philly right now.
I'm waiting to see
right now.
I'm waiting to see that matchup.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see that matchup. I still think Philly got the best O-line, D-line in the game. Waiting to see that matchup.
I'm gonna tell you this. I wouldn't put them on the same level with Philly right now, but they right there though. I think they not far behind. Let me say that. I don't think they're that far behind.
Yeah. Let's see. Eastside Legend says, as far as I can see, Caleb is doing too much scrambling. To me, that indicates he is confused on what's going on snap.
That's what I'm saying. Right. See that? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So they showing him something different pre-snap, and then once the ball snaps, the look changes. And instead of him reading it, like I said, he's depending on his athleticism to make something happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's kind of thing. But like I said again, coach him up. Don't let them coaches off the hook with that, man. Coach them guys up. You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you this then, Tom. Is time a factor though when it comes to coaching these kids up? Because like they be getting them coaches out of there, some of these coaches don't even be getting an opportunity to finish their contract out.
Yep, absolutely. Because everybody under the gun because everybody getting paid so much. Everybody getting paid so much. Hold up, gentlemen. I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute. I'll be right back in.
Yeah, I think time is a factor though. Like when it comes to coaching these guys up, because they don't, they be getting these coaches out of there. Yeah. So, but yeah, the Green Bay look good though. And I think, and like you said, with Washington, I just thought that the kid was under duress a whole lot. Yeah.
And their running game was ineffective. Washington's running game was very ineffective.
Yeah.
It was ineffective. That's how you beat a good pass rush.
Yeah.
You gotta run that ball.
So what did you think about Pittsburgh and the Jets though?
I was surprised Pittsburgh allowed the Jets ran all over Pittsburgh. They beat them at the point of attack. They was running down their throat. That's not good for the Steelers. Steelers came back and they beat the game, but the Jets was manhandling them.
Yeah. I was surprised the Jets put up that many points.
Yeah, because they was gashing them in the run game like crazy. Yeah. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I really was. Because Pittsburgh gritty.
Right.
They real gritty.
Yeah.
So, that was my assessment of that. The Bills got to be careful. They might be on upset alert. The Jets this week.
Oh, the Jets.
Yeah. At first I said after them beating the Ravens, they was going to go at least 6-7-0. This game could be a little, but after this, they got smooth sailing.
Yeah.
For a while.
What about that Tampa Bay and Atlanta game? Tampa Bay wound up pulling that out.
Yeah, they pulled it out. Yep. But I was more impressed with Pinks. Michael Pinks for Atlanta. I was very impressed with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. But I will say this, Tampa Bay got a wide receiver. I can't pronounce this kid name, number 2. That boy is legit. He is legit. He a rookie.
For Tampa Bay.
Yes, number 2. That boy go get the ball. He nice. He real nice. Somebody help us in the chat, whoever his name is. It's a funny name. He nice.
Yeah. Eastside Legend sound like he agree with you though. He said, here's the thing: the Steelers spent all off season trying to shore up their run defense and got manhandled.
It got gashed. Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But it was week 1.
Yeah, you're right. It is week 1. So then you had Cincinnati and Cleveland. Now, Cincinnati usually start out slow, right? So I don't know how much I'm reading.
No, Cleveland got a defense, man.
Yeah, they do. But I'm saying usually, like in years past, Cincinnati Cleveland got a defense, right?
Yes.
But so in years past, that would have meant that Cincinnati probably wouldn't have been able to pull this game out.
Yeah, but I mean, the only reason they pulled it out because Cleveland beat themselves. They had 2 interceptions. Joe put the ball right in the receiver's hands. They bobble it, turn into an interception. Them 2 interceptions on the receivers. So, and you missed a field goal or something. You missed some field goal or something. So, but if you look at that game, man, Chase, Higgins, them boys, they couldn't get much. Man, Cleveland was covering them. Cleveland shut them down.
Yeah.
You got to give credit where credit's due. Cleveland shut them down.
They only had 7 yards in the fourth quarter or something, or 7 yards in the second half or something.
Who, Cincy?
Yeah.
I don't know how many yards, but I know one thing: Cleveland was in their ass.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett was doing what Myles Garrett do.
Yeah.
Cleveland was, and them defensive backs was covering. Yep.
So Shador be like the third quarterback, right?
Who?
Shador. He like the third quarterback, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he the third quarterback.
Yeah. So why you say what? So what you saying, Tom?
Because they say he's sometimes they say the third quarterback is the emergency quarterback.
Oh,
Yeah, because sometimes they don't even suit up.
yeah,
Sometimes
right.
the third quarterback don't even suit up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said,
That's all I was saying. Yeah.
and I done heard people in the media, Shannon and Ocho, Joe ain't the answer. He's not the future, but the quarterback wasn't the problem Sunday at all. Joe played real well.
Yeah.
But here again, he's going against Cincinnati defense. So
see, and the thing about it with Flacco, right? No one thinks. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say no one thinks it, but I don't think people are looking for him to start every game for 17 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. Whether he finished the season healthy, that's another story. But he's a little long in the tooth. So what's the name might just get moved up in the depth chart just because of Flacco might get injured, banged up, things like that.
yeah. But here again, right now, Kevin Stefanski expect Flacco to start every week. That's why he put him there.
Well, you can't start him thinking he won't.
That's what I mean. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if they win some games, they start winning.
Yeah.
Because I thought they should have beat Cincy Sunday. They had that game. Field goal kicker blew it. And them two wide receivers.
Yeah. Time want to know what's the difference between Flacco and Russell Wilson?
Big difference.
Yeah, Russell Wilson better.
I don't think so. Not at this stage. I just looked at that playoff run Cleveland went on 2 years ago with Flacco. No, I don't think Russell was better at this stage. I didn't even think Russell was better when they both was young.
You did?
Russell won a Super Bowl because Marshawn Lynch ran that football, and the Legion of Doom was what they were. But the minute they tried to put it on Russ, they didn't win a Super Bowl. Baltimore won a Super Bowl because of Flacco's arm.
That's a strong argument. But when both players was at their peak, I thought that Flacco was better.
I did too.
You mean Russ?
Yeah. That's what I mean. I thought Russ was better. Right now, I think Flacco is better. Because Flacco can make throws that now he can make throws that that Russ can't make.
He always could. It was one thing about Flacco. His arm talent was never in question.
Right.
I ain't gonna say talent. His arm strength was never in question.
Yeah. And talent, because he can make all the throws. And his talent. That accuracy is a gift.
That don't mean he was always accurate, though. You know what I mean?
He was.
You have a big arm. You have a big arm and don't be accurate.
But Joe was accurate.
But Flacco had a decent run. I ain't gonna knock that.
Yeah.
He had a decent run. Yeah. Ain't no question about that.
Flacco gets such a hard rap. Man, that dude was extremely accurate. Yeah, he would throw picks here and there because they threw too much. But that dude could paint every.
Wait a second, man. Extremely accurate.
Yes, he was.
Extremely accurate, man.
He was extremely accurate.
He was accurate. I think he was extremely accurate.
He was.
He wasn't like Drew Brees. That's extremely accurate.
Yes, he was. He just got a bad rap. Listen, man. This dude would throw down and out to Derek Mason. Everybody knew they was coming, and the defenders couldn't get a jump on it. He would put that ball right where it needed to be. Flacco.
What I'm saying is, what's they had a season? I think he completed like 70% of his thing.
All right, stay right there, Tom. Completing the pass does not mean accuracy. That just means the pass was completed. So you can have a high completion percentage and not be as accurate as another quarterback.
So what do you determine accuracy then? If you don't,
where they placing the ball at?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think ball placement, true, where you place the ball at, but then they still got to catch the ball. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
So can they, like, are they going to say, well, even though he dropped it, it still was an accurate pass?
I mean, if you got a commentator that's calling the game for what it is, they will. You'll hear that sometimes, but not that often. Everybody looks at statistics and they let that be the defining factor. You can have a 70% completion rate, but that don't mean you're the most accurate quarterback in the league. You could be throwing little slants.
Yeah.
And it's open, and the guy catch it like this and still curling in. But that wasn't an accurate pass, but it was a completed pass. So I just look at where the ball landed at, me personally.
Let me see. Eastside said Russell Wilson checks the ball down way too much. Flacco gets the ball downfield. And
Yes.
I agree with that. Flacco get it downfield.
Yes.
Russell Wilson,
He got a
he'd
bigger
dump it
arm.
off.
He definitely got a bigger arm than Russ.
Yeah, no doubt.
And at one point, I know a lot of y'all probably don't remember this or may not even have saw it, but I saw them do a special on Joe before one of the games. One of those seasons, they said he was the most accurate long ball bomb thrower in the game.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, I heard that too. All right, so let me see.
Yeah.
What about that? What y'all think about the San Francisco Seattle game? 13. That
San Francisco. Oh yeah. Purdy got hurt. They say he ain't even playing this week. Yeah, they say he might be out multiple weeks.
Yeah.
And somebody bailed him out too. It was a receiver made a hell of a play on the ball. I think to edge out the game or something. Didn't the 49ers win?
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah,
they did. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, fam, I gotta check out for 1 second. I'm gonna jump back in a minute. I gotta check out for 1 second. All right.
So Tom said Russell Wilson was definitely better than Joe Flacco. Let me see. Angela, contracting yourself. Contradicting yourself. Now you're talking the pocket quarterback over the athletic quarterback. That sounds like Stephen A. Snitch blasphemy, right? No, I thought Joe Flacco always had a stronger arm. And I think like right now, Joe Flacco, in this point in their career, Joe Flacco can get the ball to spots where what's the guy Russell Wilson can't do. That's why, like Eastside said, Russell Wilson do a lot of check downs because if Russell Wilson, if it's not a timing play and then that play is not there, like on his first look, Russell Wilson not going to be able to drill that ball in there like what Joe Flacco can do.
And Russell Wilson's athleticism has diminished as well. He's not escaping the pocket as much. The Redskins were sacking him. He couldn't get away from the rush. And what's underestimated is Joe's athleticism. When early in his career here in Baltimore, I think he ran a 70-some yard touchdown play.
Yeah, I remember that.
He could scramble and get out of danger. He wasn't the most athletic, but he's very athletic for his size and stature.
Yeah.
So I think that's underrated. And even Sunday game, he ran one. He took off and ran a long one for first down. So, yeah.
So Seattle lost, though, I thought.
Yeah, they lost to the 49ers.
Yeah. Now, one team I do like, even though they lost, I like Tennessee lost to Denver, right? But I like that young quarterback that Tennessee got, though. What's his name?
Cam Ward.
I like Cam Ward, even though they lost.
That was my lock to take the 8.5 and the 9.
Oh, okay.
That came through. I gave away a lot of winners last week as far as gambling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me see. Yeah, so even though Denver won that game, I like the way that quarterback looked. Then you got Houston, and Houston played the LA Rams.
That
was kind of That was kind of
The
ugly.
Rams look good.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had Devontae Adams. Now,
Yeah.
the Rams look real good. And if Stafford is 80, 90%, watch out for them.
Mm,
And your Ravens got to play Green Bay and the Rams.
that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. That
So
defense, I'm not even, like I said, with the Derrick Henry fumbling the ball, you know.
that happens.
Yeah, but I'm like, 15 points down, man, and you give up 15 points, knowing that they gotta, they're gonna be more likely to throw the ball than not.
Yep.
Man, that's. Do you think
Mike,
that's a coaching issue though?
what?
With the Ravens, like on that defense, you think that's a coaching issue? Some people want to hold Harbaugh accountable for that because that has been a trend for the Ravens.
Well, you have to hold him accountable because he's not an X and O guy. He don't call no plays, no offense. He don't even interject and take over. So now it really is falling on Zach Orr, the defense coordinator, and Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator. You have 4th and 3. And instead of going for it, you got Derrick Henry back there. Instead of going for it, you punt and you give the ball back to Josh. But then you got Zach Orr. He can't generate a pass rush.
Yeah.
So last year he started off slow. He got better as the season went on. Maybe that'll happen again. But when your coordinators have so much control over the outcome and the head coach can't call plays, how long do you continue this?
Yeah.
I think it falls on Harbaugh. I also think, like I said, I think it falls on the GM. You got to get an edge rusher. Now, this edge rusher they drafted, I think they drafted one. Let's see if he come along, And then that cornerback they drafted. He was talking real big before the game. He didn't do much. I forget his name, but he's a rookie. And they got high expectations for him. So we'll see. Yeah.
That was great. Say,
I'm not sold Baltimore beat. I'm not sold that Baltimore beats Cleveland by 11.5, 12. I think that's a strong line.
I think it's going to change though.
It did change. I mean, it changed. At first it started 12, now it's 11.5. It ain't going to be no different.
You don't think it's going to go down?
No. They got them. They overwhelmingly favored. Yeah.
Yeah. I would think with them being in the same conference division that, they would take that into account. But
man.
Let me see. Tom said, Clayton, I still think Tom Brady is better than every quarterback that ever touched the football.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have that. I just don't.
Yeah. So as far as quarterbacks concerned, who's your goal as far as quarterbacks concerned?
You already know who it is. I told you I've never seen anybody play quarterback like Patrick. And then it's Marino. I've never seen anything like that. I don't care about the team winning. I've never seen anybody do the shit he do.
Yeah.
Nobody. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And yeah, Tom, I think the Dallas Cowboys just gave up their best pass rusher. All y'all talk about is pass rushing, nothing about stopping the run. Yeah, well, I mean, as far as the Ravens is concerned, that's supposed to be their calling card is the run stopping.
But Michael Pierce is no longer there, and that's another thing to keep an eye out on. Buffalo was getting yards in the run game.
Yeah, well, for the last few years, I never bought into the Baltimore as a run stopper. For the last,
yes,
always giving up big leads.
But they don't give up big leads because teams running all over them. Let me tell you, man, the Ravens always top 1 or 2 stopping the run. They always average their teams might average about 70 yards a game and going against them or 80. They've always been known for that. And mainly because of Michael Pierce. He's no longer here. I don't know if they replaced him with somebody yet. I saw Buffalo getting good yards in the run game. James Cook got a lot of good yards.
I think a lot of those games the Ravens sell out on the run. They just it's just that all right, they selling out on the run. That's what I think.
No, that's what they're good at. They That dude, Michael Pierce, the run stopper.
Yeah.
It's just like that boy Dallas guy from Green Bay. He was getting off those blocks. He's a disruptor. He's a run stopper. You know, that's just how it is. And back when Ray and them was here, they used to keep Ray used to have the linemen take up blockers, and he roam free, stopping the run. That's how they do it. Yeah. But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Yeah. And he right. Dallas gave up their best pass rusher because it made sense for Dallas. Him being a great pass rusher wasn't stopping teams from gashing them in the run game. And that's where they was getting exploited. So we see how it pan out. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me see what we got here.
Next game. Yeah. Man, I'm rambling, boy.
You good, you good.
Shit.
Who we got coming up tomorrow? Let me see the games coming up tomorrow.
Oh man, you ain't gonna save them for tomorrow? We're gonna make our predictions and all that good stuff.
No, I mean we could wait until tomorrow. I want to get into
what you want to get into.
Just a quick before we get out of here, because I ain't gonna be on here long today anyway. But Jason Whitlock made a statement. He was discussing about who ruined the NBA. Like whose fault is it that the NBA is on a decline, and who ruined the NBA, right? Yeah. He kind of placed the blame at the players like Steph Curry. Who else? Steph Curry and LeBron James, right? And I don't really, although I'm not like a big fan of LeBron James, I don't blame him for the decline in it. I think it's more so the style of play that's going on in the NBA. Like with this, you know, like a whole bunch of 3-pointers being shot, it's taking some of the aggressiveness away from the game. It's either a 3-pointer or a dunk. That's number one. And then there was no mid-range. You know what I mean? Like most people don't have somebody who can score from them elbows. So that's basically, you know, where I would have to push back against what's the guy named Jason Whitlock. But he tried to mostly blame it on LeBron James and Steph Curry. But I just think that the league tried to bring in international players. A lot of those international players are not really, they're not physical either, like as far as like being able to play on the blocks, having a low post game, like, you know, like they did back in the days. So that's where I would push back.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it on no two players or one player or anything like that. Things go through cycles. The NBA ain't gonna be no different. It goes through cycles, but I wouldn't even say if that is ruined. I mean, depending on how you look at it, it might be ruined for a basketball purist that love to see the way the game used to be played. But from a money standpoint, the funding and the money is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it's ruined per se, but how can you blame Steph Curry of his skill set coming into the league is these logo threes? He's supposed to be knocked for that now.
Right.
Is it his fault that other players try to mimic that and try to do that? Is it his fault that excites fans? Is it his fault that the league starts implement rule changes to make things less physical? LeBron comes in with a certain skill set. I'm not a huge fan, but the way he plays is the way he plays. That shouldn't have an impact on the whole entire league. And if it does, then you got to question league officials and them people that's, you know, regulating the league and coming up with rules and stuff. Like you gotta credit some of that. And also you got to credit the people that has invested in the NBA. They want a certain product on the field. They want high scoring. They want excitement because their mindset is this is what excites the fans. So I don't blame the players at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let me see. Town says, you can't tell me that Tracy McGrady is not better than Kevin Durant. I like Tracy McGrady, but I don't think he's better than Kevin Durant, though.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think he's better than Kevin Durant.
And I'm going to say this about Tracy McGrady. Everybody giving him this bad rap. He did not compare himself to Kobe Bryant. And everybody's running with that bullshit. He didn't compare himself to Kobe Bryant. Only thing he said is if I was on the Lakers, I believe we would have won a chip. And when you talk about inserting 28 points a game with that Laker team, if Kobe wasn't there, you still gonna win a title. I don't understand why people dragging him saying he compared himself to Kobe. He didn't.
So
He really did.
Did he say that you could replace him with Kobe in that instance?
He just said, if I was on that Laker team, we would have won. That's what he said. So if Kobe wasn't on that team and I was on that team, I think we still would have won. He's not saying I'm good as Kobe.
Yeah.
He's not saying that. He's just saying he thought he would have won. Looking at that team as a whole.
Yeah.
You can't tell me you insert 28 points a game, Mike, and his defensive prowess and all the things he did athletically, and Phil Jackson is the coach of it. You can't tell me 28 points a game because he's scoring that against the whole league. You can't tell me they don't win a title. Nobody can tell me that.
Yeah.
And that's not taking nothing away from Kobe.
I don't know. But I mean, he may not have meant it like that, but people interpret it like that. I can see how people can interpret it like that. When you take one person out and you insert yourself in there, they're gonna naturally draw a comparison.
And that's unfortunate because their minds are closed. They only, you know what I mean? They caught up in one. People have a knack for wanting to debate. They want to drag. They want to take your words out of content. They want to have some kind of problem with you. Yeah. Tracy never said he was good as Kobe. Never.
Yeah. So look, Tom, we talking about, I don't know if you heard or not, about when Tracy McGrady said that if you put him on a team with Shaq, they win a championship, right?
No, he said you put him on that Laker team that had Shaq.
Yeah, on that Laker team that had Shaq, he win a championship too. And I said maybe he didn't intentionally try to compare himself to Kobe, but I think like if you put yourself in that circumstance, then people quite naturally are going to draw comparisons. Because like in order to push back, you have to draw a comparison because they'd be like, well, your game was this, your game was that, Kobe game was this, Kobe game was that. So they're going to draw that comparison.
Yeah, but how much did Kobe average, regardless of how he got the points? How much did Kobe average with that team in the 20s? Yeah. Well, how much was Tracy McGrady averaging? 28 a game.
So all right. So if Kobe stats and Tracy McGrady stats was even, right, at that time, then that would imply that you could take somebody else who had the same stats as Kobe, like somebody who played for the Wizards, had the same stats as Kobe and Tracy, then they could have been inserted in that team too and won a championship.
I believe if you get the same point production with that team, you win. Now, do you win 3 in a row? I can't say that.
No, I'm just talking about you win. So like,
yes, absolutely. Especially if that person can score like that. Yes, absolutely. That people don't understand like how dominant. Huh?
You talk like that's all Kobe did was score.
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that team was so dominant. They would have beat anybody they played with, especially with McGrady averaging 28. And McGrady didn't only score. McGrady played defense and everything else. Huh?
Yeah. Hold on. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But do you think Tracy McGrady averaged 28 with Diesel?
He might not average 28, but he's been in his 20s. Absolutely.
All right. Now absolutely. You say how many all defensive teams Tracy McGrady made?
I can't tell you that. How many did Kobe make? Can you tell me that?
How many what?
Huh?
9.
He made 9 all defensive teams?
Yes.
9, you sure?
No, I think it might be more, but it's definitely more. It's 9 or more.
It's more than that. Okay.
It's definitely it's definitely 9 or more.
So you don't think Tracy made none?
No. I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't think he did.
Okay.
Tracy not even in the same stratosphere with Bean, man. I mean, to me, you know,
and he's not,
I know some people got you know what I mean, affection for him. You know what I mean, because he scored 14 points in 2 seconds or something. What he did, so people got this affinity for him, like he's this guy. And I never thought he was. I never thought he was.
But you guys are making it. You guys are taking it that he had to be Kobe, do everything Kobe did for the Lakers to win, and I don't believe that. That's how dominant the Lakers were.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think like a lot of things that Kobe brought to the table as far as like his competitiveness, and I don't think he brought that to the table. That's where I think
Tracy was very competitive. Very.
I don't think
Tracy didn't have Kobe. He didn't have Kobe's mindset completely, but Tracy was very competitive.
Nah, I disagree with that 100%. He wasn't competitive at all. This dude would show up and play the All-Star game, then go back out hurt. Hey, man, this man,
wow.
man.
Wow.
Kwame Brown said one time, you can look that up, fam. It ain't me just whistling in the wind. What's his name? Kwame Brown said one time, you try to put yourself, there's no way if Bean was still alive, he would be saying this, first of all, because he knows he's not on his level. He knows he's not on his level. Have you ever heard?
But he's not saying he's on his level. Kwame saying that, and people saying that. Tracy never said I'm on Kobe's level.
But let me finish, bro.
Go ahead.
No, if he's up there, I never heard when Bean was still alive. I never heard him talking about let us change spots, and I would win. I've never heard him say that because it's ridiculous. And everybody who knows basketball, that's ridiculous.
Because the ring culture conversation wasn't a thing. He was addressing the ring culture, and he was addressing that teams, if he was fortunate enough to be on a championship team and he took the Lakers as an example, he definitely believed he wins one. He's not, it wasn't like that, man. People dragging him. It wasn't like that.
He supposed to get dragged. We're dragging him. He earned that. He earned to get dragged. That's right.
Okay, whatever.
He earned to get dragged.
Whatever.
That's your man and all, but yeah, that's your man and all. But no,
he's not my man. That's the thing. I wasn't even a Tracy McGrady fan. I was an AI fan. He's not my man.
Let me go on the record right now. I'm not a Steelers fan, but I'm gonna defend everything about the Steelers from here on out. But I ain't a Steelers fan though. So that's for the record.
I thought you told us you was a Steelers fan.
No. I'm taking a page out of Mr. Clayton's book. I'm just going to defend him tooth and nail and then say I ain't a fan of it.
Bro,
that's what I'm saying.
All I'm saying is I defend people's stances when it's being misrepresented.
Yeah.
And what do you think is being misrepresented about Tracy McGrady?
That Tracy McGrady is trying to say he's on Kobe's level.
You don't think he's saying that?
No, not at all.
So why he didn't pick somebody else?
Huh? Why
he didn't pick another player then? Why he ain't say if I was Scottie Pippen, I'd have won the championship?
He didn't say if I was Kobe Bryant. He said if you put me on that Laker team, I would have won a title. That's what he said. He didn't say if you replace Kobe with me. Now people assuming that, but he said if you put me on that Laker team, I win one.
Well,
and even Ty Lue, he was on that team. Huh?
I say no. That's just the way he's trying to get out of it. If you on the team, you win the championship. If I'm on that team, I win the championship. If Mike on that team, he win the championship.
All I know,
if you're on the team, you'll get a ring just like everybody else.
All I know is Tracy McGrady is the biggest champion for Kobe. He was the biggest Kobe ally. I don't think he's trying to replace himself with Kobe. Ty Lue was on that team, and even Ty Lue said, yes, I definitely think we would have won one with Tracy. He said, yeah, it was things Kobe brought, like holding Shaq accountable and stuff like that. That's what Kobe is different for. But he said we definitely would have won with Tracy McGrady on the team.
Let me. All right. So I just think that like for people to infer that he's trying to, you know, I don't think it's wrong for people to infer that he's trying to compare himself to Kobe because he put himself in that position, right? And also when Tracy McGrady just came out with another article where he said that he looked forward to playing against more so Scottie Pippen than he did Michael Jordan, right? And so now he's trying to insert himself in that. I just think just leave that alone.
What?
I think
What?
Tracy McGrady had a great career. I thought he was a great basketball player, but when you try to argue or talk hypotheticals, then this kind of stuff is going to come up, and I think it just smears his reputation.
Well, first of all, saying he looked forward to playing against Scottie Pippen is not a hypothetical, and that's just him saying he looked forward to it. That could have been the heat of the competition. Why is that something bad?
No, I'm just, to me, it speaks to his mindset, right? Because in the article, he also, did you read the article?
No, you just
Okay,
now
all
telling
right.
me that.
So yeah, so in the article he said that he alluded to that he couldn't be like Mike, so he more so admired Scottie Pippen because he said his game was more so like Scottie Pippen's, right? But I
Okay.
never heard nobody draw a comparison between Tracy and Scottie. I just thought that it was two different. I think he should just go on his own merits and like what his career was, and just, you know, really just live on that.
But that's how he sees himself. What's wrong with that? When you start getting caught up in people's public opinion of you and stuff like that, I mean, to me, that's great. If the man admired Scottie and he felt like his game was more similar to Scottie than Mike's, what's wrong with that?
I don't know. To me, it just speaks to mindset.
You can't throw stuff out there like that, and then you know what I'm saying. And then when people call you on it,
well, he's unbothered by people calling out on it. I'm the one saying it. I think it's unfair people dragging him because he's not saying what people saying he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that people gonna call him on it especially when you talk high. It's really hard to argue hypotheticals, right? That's why I say like it's best to stand on the merits of what he did do. I thought Tracy McGrady was a very good basketball player, but to me, when he started to try to put himself like with Kobe and what's the other guy, Scottie Pippen and stuff like that, I just think that you know, it's something there.
I just feel like the general public, is their mindset is in a certain place. For him to say, if I was on that Laker team, we'd have won. To me, that's not saying I'm better than Kobe. I can replace Kobe, or me and Kobe on the same level. That's just what people are hearing. That's not what he's saying.
No, yeah, I get that. I just think that I just wouldn't say that because I know that people going to draw an inference, you know.
But I'm glad he did say it, because it speaks to that whole ring culture shit. You trying to diminish people's greatness because they haven't won a championship. And I'm glad he said it. Put that conversation out in the atmosphere.
But like for the ring culture, right? Like Mike was chasing rings. Mike wanted to have more rings than Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Kobe came in. Kobe wanted to have more rings. That's why I said I don't really have a issue with the ring culture, because behind that ring culture, you have when it comes to ring culture, you know you got to play a certain way. There's certain thresholds that you got to meet in order to win the ring. So that means that if you winning rings, that means you playing championship basketball. That's good for fans. That's good for your legacy.
Well, it means your team is playing championship basketball. Mike was playing championship basketball the day he entered into the league. He didn't have the team to go with it. So I mean, I know Mike was
without the rest of his team, though.
Say that again.
Mike not playing championship basketball without the rest of his team.
Sure, he was. He was playing championship basketball. The whole team wasn't. And Mike was chasing rings because he too has been caught up and brainwashed in this idea that the championship is going to validate his career. He's caught up too.
Yeah. So Dan Marino was playing championship football.
Yes, he was. Went all the way to the Super Bowl and lost. He didn't have the team to go with it. Yes.
No, the years that his team didn't win the Super Bowl, he was playing championship football.
Yes. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. No quarterback in the league.
So all losers, they can say I was playing championship basketball.
No. But when you're the best at your position, you're playing at a level where nobody else is, but your team is losing, but you're playing at a level no one else is. Absolutely, you're playing at a championship level. Just the team's not. Absolutely.
No, you can't get
Tell
a
me
ring.
this. Y'all answer me this one question. How can Dan Marino get the offensive line to block? How can Dan Marino get the running back to run? How can Dan Marino get the defense to make stops? How can he do that? And if he don't do that, he's not playing championship football?
He can't. No, Dan Marino, in my opinion, is an excellent quarterback. I thought, in my opinion, from what I know of quarterback, I think Dan Marino is an excellent quarterback. But you can't. It takes teamwork to be a champion.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, it takes teamwork to be a champion, and
Exactly.
if you don't have that team, Mike wouldn't have been a champion without
exactly. But Mike was playing at a championship level, so that's all I'm saying.
Let me see. Albert says, I personally think Marino is better than Tom Brady.
Yes. Me too, Albert. Me too.
I'm gonna start a new position starting today. What's today's date? September 13th. My new position is gonna be everybody who hasn't won nothing is better than everybody who has.
Why are you gonna do that, Tom?
I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna start.
Why?
Because I want to be on your side of this argument.
No, but tell me why. No, tell me why. Because that's not what I'm saying.
It's better than somebody who did.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm starting with. Hey,
look. So I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
I got a question for you guys. What's the guy name that played for Baltimore 2000 Super Bowl? The quarterback. What's his name?
He played Baltimore?
Trent Dilfer.
Quarterback. Trent Dilfer.
Yeah.
Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Was Trent Dilfer during that Super Bowl run, was he playing at a championship level? No.
Right.
He was not.
Right, you're right. Trent Dilfer. He
wasn't playing. What's the name dude too? Who played for
champion though?
Tampa Bay.
Champion though.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying. Say that again, Tom.
I say you can put that dude Johnson. I think his name Brad Johnson that played for Tampa
Another
Bay.
one. Another one.
I like Brad Johnson.
But he wasn't playing at no championship level.
No, but look, because all right, Baltimore, the team, the way their defense was exceptional, right?
Yeah.
So if you are exceptional in one area, then you have a margin of error that you don't have. Like, so if Baltimore's defense was like middle of the pack, then your quarterback got to be exceptional somewhere else. Can we agree on that?
Yes. And you know where else they was exceptional at? The run game. Jamal Lewis.
Right.
And so that defense and run game carried them.
Well,
and they was exceptional on special teams with Jermaine Lewis.
Special teams too.
That made up for their shortcomings at quarterback.
Yes.
That's why as soon as they gave that dude that ring, they sent them home.
Yes. And I don't think they should have done that, but yeah.
I don't think they should have got rid of Trent Dilfer either.
No.
If they were gonna bring in Kyle Bowler.
No, they did. They brought in Elvis Gerback first.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they went back to the playoffs.
Then they had another dude they brought in too, right? It was Gerback. Yeah. It was a couple they brought in because Brian Billick was the offensive genius. Remember, that's what they say about him. Me too.
Hey, let me say this, right? Let me say this. Charles Barkley said himself. Charles Barkley said, I had a Hall of Fame career, but I don't get to sit at the table with Mike, Larry, and Magic, right? And so by that, he meant that round mound of rebound was a bad dude. He was a bad dude, but he not a champion. You know what I mean? He just acknowledged that he wasn't a champion.
Then let me ask y'all this. Take the rings off the table, right?
Yes.
Everybody got 0, right?
Yes.
Is Barkley better than any of them?
Yes.
Who is he better than?
As far as forward?
No. The ones he just mentioned. He said Magic, Larry, and Mike. Is he better than any of them?
No.
Right.
No. But I'm going to put back on Charles. That's Charles' opinion of himself. He's not able to sit at that table. Yeah, he can't call himself a champion, but I say that him being on that dream team let him know that he could sit at that table with them guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, he just basically talking about his.
I can't call myself a champion. That's all he's saying.
Yeah. Well,
that's fine.
As far as his NBA career is concerned,
that's fine.
Right?
But I think he was playing at the championship level because Phoenix went to the finals. They just lost to Mike and them, a better team.
What about the dude? What about Gary Payton and Sean Kemp? Right?
They went to the finals. They just lost to Mike and them, a better team.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought that Gary Payton was a bad dude, but he just not on that level with them, and that's why he lost, because they wasn't on that level. Let me see.
Hey, do y'all think Sean Kemp belong in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think he had a Hall of Fame career. I don't
either, man. I mean, he a highlight. He's a highlight.
Yeah.
But I don't think he, like.
I don't disagree.
You don't disagree?
No, I don't disagree. I don't think.
Look, I mean, like, if you need a basket, if you need, I think in the Florida game, he for what he do. If y'all get to play your style of game, then he a beast. But you put him in that half court, make him have to score in that half court set, or make him have to score with his back to the basket. You take away what he do, and then
Let me ask y'all this: do you think Sean Kemp was better than Blake Griffin?
Oh, wow,
I think it's a wash.
I wouldn't be mad at that either, yeah, because Blake ain't really like Blake was he did certain things well, and he jumped out the gym, but like I said, if you take certain things away from Blake, you render him ineffective too.
But you know what's crazy? I think Blake gonna get in.
You think so?
Man, they put everybody in nowadays, man. I think he gonna get in, man.
I got one for y'all. Who do you, Patrick Ewing or Dwight Howard? Who is better?
Pat.
I was going to say I gotta go with Pat, man.
I gotta go with Pat too, but I hear some people saying Dwight though, and Dwight is a beast.
Dwight is a beast. I just think if you want to put him, even Steven Fall's defense, I think Patrick offensive game was more well-rounded.
More well-rounded.
Yeah.
Even Dwight Howard just was so imposing, man.
Yeah. He was way more athletic than Patrick. He was way more athletic.
Yes.
Yeah, he was way more athletic. You know what I'm saying?
Pat offensive game though, he could play with his back to the basket. He had a little half hook. Then he could shoot the jumper on the face up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pat just had more.
What's the name, right? My uncle say he got this theory where as though the Knicks getting Oakley made Patrick less aggressive because Oakley was there to do the dirty work.
And you got Mason.
And you got Mace. So Patrick didn't. He ain't clean the glass like he was when he first came in. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't boarding like that, and he started shooting them damn jump shots a lot.
Yeah, pulled them out away from the basket.
There it is.
But why didn't he do that when he had Michael Graham at Georgetown? Because even at Georgetown, Pat was still playing around the rim, blocking shots.
I think John wouldn't let him. I think John, you know what I'm saying? Big John,
Big John.
You a center and you gonna play like a big man. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny you bring that up. Because yesterday, Clayton, I watched that 1982 finals yesterday, Georgetown and North Carolina.
Yeah.
Man, That game never get old.
Michael Graham he wasn't on that team, was he?
No,
And I'm about to say this though, Clayton. Didn't Michael Graham only play 1 year?
I think it might have just been one or something.
I think he only played one year.
They had the squad. That's the year that Villanova beat them. They was all high on coke and nobody missed. Remember?
But they beat
Michael. I think Michael Graham played at least 2 years because they won. Georgetown went to the championship 3 times, right? Georgetown went to the championship 3 times.
Did they?
They
I know
North Carolina and they lost to Villanova, right?
They lost to Villanova. They lost to North Carolina and they beat Houston.
Yeah, they beat Houston. Yeah. Maybe that's the year Michael Graham was there when they beat Houston.
That is, Clayton. He was there when they beat Houston.
Yes.
But I'll never forget when Villanova beat them that night. They was not supposed. Them dudes would not miss. Their field goal percentage was ridiculous. And it came out later that they was high on coke.
Like, you a fool, man.
I'm serious. It came out. One of the guys from Villanova, I think he told the story or something. Yeah.
What's his name?
You're right.
What's his name? Pinckney?
So not Ed Pinckney. No.
Patrick went to 3 Final Fours.
Who did?
Patrick.
Yeah. Patrick was a beast, man. Patrick was a beast.
That was my guy. Hey, let me see. Albert says that Sean Kemp is better than Blake Griffin.
I think he is.
I can't
argue Steven, I ain't gonna argue that either, though. You know what I'm saying? If you say they even Steven, I ain't gonna argue that. Yeah.
Now hold up. He said that Anthony Mason was much scarier than Charles Oakley. Man.
Everybody in the league was scared of Big Oak. I'm not saying Mason didn't carry that too, but everybody in the league was scared of Big Oak.
You know why I think they might let that some people might think that might be true, because Mace was like unpredictable.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? You know, even with Oakley, it was like controlled aggression. You feel me? Yeah. Mace was like, you could be like, like a head case. You know what I mean?
And when you look, and Albert bring up a good point. Mason had fewer altercations than altercations than
maybe they was more scared of Mace. He might be right, maybe. But Oakley was known to slap the shit out you.
But Mason wasn't. He was the kind of dude that didn't do no talking. So you knew, like, it was gonna go from 0 to 100 real fast with Mace. Whereas Oak Pryor give you, there'd be some words back and forth with Mace. I seen somebody was getting into it with somebody, and then when they seen Mace, they just turned around and just
shit. Mike, when Mike went to, because initially it was Anthony Mason, but Mike decided to get an Xavier Worthy face. He wasn't none of Mason. Mason even pushed him. He went right at Xavier, man.
Mason, his shoulders, man. Dude, he had like 5 foot wide shoulders, man. Mace was huge, man.
Yeah, Mace. Albert, right? Mace was just a different
Hey, and that song Biggie made, I Got a Story to Tell.
Yeah.
You never heard that song?
No. I know where you're going. No, it wasn't him.
It was Anthony Mason.
No, it wasn't him.
It wasn't Mace?
Who was it? No, it was Mason.
No, it was just a made up story. Fat Joe gonna say it's Anthony Mason. Fat, look, let's just keep everything a buck, right?
Okay.
And it's that New York stuff too, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's that New York stuff too, man. If you want to just talk man to man, what do you think Anthony Mason would have did to Biggie, man? I mean, just man to man. You feel what I'm saying? They put, man, you didn't want no problems with Big Mason, man. Let's just put that out there now, man. That's that New York stuff, man. Just like Fat Joe robbed the whole gym, and then the dudes
I ain't getting into Fat Joe.
Man, there's a lot of embellishment with that across everything, man. So no. Then I heard it supposed to be Starks. Then I heard it supposed to be Hubert Davis. Yeah, I mean, let's get out of here with that, man. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
I don't put no type of energy into that, man.
One of them dudes, I ain't talking about Fat Joe. No, one of them dudes, a street dude, said it was Mason. I think his name's Biggie.
But why would you believe that though? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Why would you believe that?
The only reason I believe it, this is why I believe it, right? I'm a person that writes, right? I create things, right? Stories, but I take them from real life. And I know these rappers be taking those experiences from real life. So when he said a New York Knicks brother, I think that really happened because he was just too vivid.
You think it really happened to Biggie? You think it was really, even if it was a story, you think it was his story?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I mean,
I do.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I don't put too much.
I don't know, but I'm just saying I do think that. Yeah,
I don't think that at all, man. You know, and them, it's a New York dude saying it about another New York dude. Nostalgia comes into play. That, you know, the Biggie, you know what I mean? He walked on water. You let dudes tell it, man. You know what I mean? I heard somebody say he was a gun. I heard somebody say he was a gun. You know what I'm saying? He was in the band with that he she in the video. I heard he was a gun.
Well,
so I believe that.
That he was in the bed with him, but I think that was a Puffy thing.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Both of them. It ain't one or the other. Both of them. Yeah, both of them. Yeah, I believe that. You believe
you know what? You know what else interesting? He got a lyric that says something, and it's kind of implicated. It didn't age well. Because now if you look at that he should be in the video, it's something he said. You know, undercover like Donnie, something about in my asshole, undercover like Donnie. He said something like that in one of them rhymes. So
like Donnie Brasco. I remember.
Yeah. So hey, I don't know.
Yeah, he was flaming. Yeah, I'm going with that.
He said he was flaming.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that's what I believe. I don't believe he was flaming.
You ain't getting no pushback from me. I'm just saying I definitely believe it was his story though.
Yeah. It's all good.
Man,
just like every New York ball player is the best ever.
You not play with them New York Cats, boy.
Yeah, all of New York players the best ever. You know what I mean?
I don't say that.
They the slickers. They the best rappers. They the best ball players. Yeah, okay, all right.
I definitely give him the best rapping though. I give him that.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I grew up with rap better than Biggie.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I want to hear him.
Yeah. No, he dead now, but he rap better. He better than Biggie.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up.
But what's the name? No, man, that New York stuff with me, man. It's like, come on, man. I mean, everything come out of New York. The food tastes better. The water fresher. Get out of here with that shit, man.
Yeah, you right, Albert. Anthony Mason wasn't big on conversations.
Not at all.
I remember him and Lonzo was jawing one time, and they was on the same damn team.
Yeah.
They was jawing at each other one time, and they was on the same team.
Anthony Mason passed away.
Not when they was going back and forth with each other, but you know, Anthony Mason went down Charlotte.
He passed away, didn't he?
Yeah,
he sure did. He sure did.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody, look, right? There's a question. Skip to my Lou, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or God Sham God?
Which one better?
Yeah, who better?
Oh, Skip to me.
See, I can't call it.
I don't even think I don't think it's a fair comparison, to be honest. Skip made it to the league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that was on the NBA show I was listening to.
Yeah, I can't call that.
Yeah, God Shamgard made it to the league too, but he wasn't like Skip though. He played for the Wizards.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah, he played God Shamgard.
I forgot all about that. You're right, Mike. I forgot all about that.
But he not like
he
not Skip to my Lou though.
Yeah. That dude that came out of Lake Clifton had handles like that. Kevin Norris.
Mm-hmm.
He had handles like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they all, you know, they invented the wheel up there. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I'll put Baltimore up against any city as far as hooping.
You damn right. You damn right. They got Pee Wee Kirkland. We got Skip.
Skip,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then a lot of that, because I was talking to my uncle. It was a guy up there. He older than my uncle, but he was the one that's supposed to drop 50 on Doc in a half. Came to the game in a limo and even Doc refuted that story. Doc say, listen, man, what I remember is him being there at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
He scored a lot of points. I scored a lot of points. He said, but more importantly, my team won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how them legends, you let the story over and over again. Then, you know what I'm saying? He showed up at halftime in a tuxedo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Had his uniform on underneath. Somebody gave some sneakers off their feet that was standing on the sideline. He dropped 50 on Doc and in a half. Come the fuck out of here, man.
It's human nature to embellish, especially when people ain't been there. They want you to think they witnessed something that, you know what I'm saying? So that's human nature. I get it. Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yep.
You're right.
Yep.
I was there, like Wilt Chamberlain said when he scored them 100 points, man. He said, man, they was in Hershey, Pennsylvania, man. He said, man, he had all these people say, man, I was there. I was there when he scored 100 points. We'll say, no way all them people was there. He said, right. He said, man, the game wasn't even like sold out. Like it wasn't even like a packed arena or anything, you know?
Yeah.
But all these people, hey, Wilt, I saw you. Hey, Wilt, I saw you, you know? Just like everybody will say they was there when Mike hit the shot over, or watched it at least. I saw that shot when Mike hit, you know what I'm saying, over Utah. The window, oh man, I saw that. I was, glued to the TV and all that. But you didn't watch the replay so many times that you didn't say. You know what I mean? That you watched it when it really happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Your ass was on third shift at the plant, man. He was up McCormick with us, Mike, at the plant, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mike, he was at McCormick with us and shit. When Mike hit the shot, you know what I mean? We up there, hey, Mike, we up there packing off line one and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Retro? Out there working hard.
Hey, Retro.
What's up, Retro? What's happening with
you? I invited who I invited on. I invited Retro and Time. I don't know if Time ain't mentioned it, but Time he may not have seen the message I left for them. But I invited them on. Maybe they can come on tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, man, Mike ain't seen Man in a couple weeks.
I don't know what's going on.
Man said he had caught COVID last week and he was trying to recover. That's what he said.
Dang.
Yeah, because Jim told him to rest up. Remember in our group text?
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. Because I ain't got Man number, so that's what he was talking to. Okay, I got you.
It's funny, man. Corey was all pumped up. I hope he ain't not show because the Ravens lost last week. Because I thought
I was just about to mention Corey too. I was just about to mention him too. Like, man, he ain't been on. You know what I'm saying? I was just about to mention. Hey, Corey, we gotta show up, man. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw, man. You gotta show up.
Yeah, man. I was heartbroken when the Ravens lost. But
man, you gotta show up, man. Take your whipping like a man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, when the Steelers lose them 2 games this year, I'm still gonna tune in. When they lose they 2 games this year.
Hey, Tom. I ain't never seen the Steelers defense get manhandled like that.
No, man.
I did not like that, bro.
You don't want them throwing 4 touchdowns so we can win by 2 points. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That defense but they went out and got the boy Jabril Peppers, in the secondary. They went out and signed him. But man,
what I say last week, I said Jalen Ramsey. He made the difference. He came up with that big ass hit at the end. That was huge.
And then they traded him for Minka. Minka gone. So that's a hole in the secondary in the safety position. So that's why, you know what I mean? Minka was, he brought a lot to the table on that defense, man. So you can't really replace him.
Patrick.
Yeah, Minka.
Yeah. But I mean, I didn't like that. And where is Pittsburgh's running game, man?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, the running game. Because they're not really going to be able to have that Aaron Rodgers carry him like that every week.
And that's the point, Mike. You get Aaron Rodgers, and he's capable of having days like he had week 1, but that's not something you want to be sustainable. Right. You know what I mean? You don't want him back there throwing the ball like that.
But have you guys noticed how well he was moving in the pocket?
Man, I'll tell you, man. 40-year-old players now is different than 40-year-old
Yeah, but
players 20, 30 years ago, man.
I'm just meaning coming off that Achilles. See, last year was the first. See, now that thing is healed.
Right. They always say the second year.
Second year.
Yeah,
Yep,
you mentioned
yep,
that last week or week before last. It's
yep.
always that, that second year. You're right.
That second year, yeah. Yep.
Let me see. Eastside said, Eastside Legend said, what's the topics? It's probably gonna be all football tomorrow, Eastside.
And WNBA, right?
Oh, and the fight
coming up.
And
yeah.
the fight.
Oh, and the fight. They fight tonight. Yeah.
We're gonna have to get that in
Crawford and Canelo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
How y'all feel about him going up in weight?
Who, Canelo? I mean,
no, Crawford.
Two weight classes. Two weight classes. Man, look, it's not if he's able to land, right?
No.
It is he's able to take. When you fighting a naturally bigger dude, man, you know, the shots that normally wouldn't phase you coming from a bigger dude going to take a toll. You know what I'm saying? I want Bud to win, man. I really do. I want Bud to win, but I would be lying if I say I wasn't concerned. You know what I'm saying? I'd be lying if I say I wasn't concerned.
I still think he's got a gift. Like, I still think his intellect, his IQ for boxing, I still think he's gonna win. You know, because
I think he can outbox Canelo.
Outbox him, and I also think he can beat him to the punch.
Yeah, he can
you
get
know
off
what I mean?
first. He can get off first.
Even though he moved up to the weight class, you think he still can beat him at the punch?
Yeah, absolutely. Because even though he put on that weight,
I don't want to put words in Clayton's mouth, but I'm talking about like he can like get off first, not like you know like hurt him, but you know he can get off. You know what I'm saying, like that. Right. Yeah.
Because he's got a way of reading you. Like some boxers, they can see a twitch in your shoulder before the throat comes.
Yeah.
And if them special ones can really lock into that. And I think he like that. I think he can get off before the dude get off.
What's the name said something, this was years ago, Floyd, about fighting Pacquiao. They hadn't fought yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they had fought. And he said every time when Pacquiao was about to, you know, Pacquiao would throw punches in bunches. Floyd say right before he did that, he was set.
He had a tell.
There it is. And Floyd just say, I would just touch him to get him off his, you know, because like you say, he had a tell, so he about to go. And Floyd would just touch him, reach out and touch him. Now he got to reset. You know what I'm saying? Now he got to reset. Damn. That's just show you, like you just said, Clayton, boxing IQ. You know what I'm saying? Boxing IQ. You know what I mean? Like before he about to throw a 5, 6, 7 punch combination, this is what he does. So as soon as he does that, I know it's coming. So I just touch him, bop, get him off. Now it's gonna take him time to reset. You know what I'm saying? Man, Floyd, man, say what you want about that dude, man.
Well, he was a scientist in the ring.
I love that dude, man. Say what you want, man. I love that dude, man.
Tell Retro, Indiana got a tough one. That Atlanta Dream matchup, I don't like it for them.
They still made the playoffs.
They the 6th seed. They made it.
I ain't know that. I thought when Caitlin was out, you know, they chances went down. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't like that matchup just because of the post players. I don't like that matchup.
But any matchup, only matchup they probably would have had that probably would have been better would have been that Seattle team.
I think the Aces would have been better for them.
You think the Aces would have been better for Indiana?
Yep.
That's Las Vegas, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, listen, I know Asia been on a run and she been destroying. But when they play Indiana, she couldn't do whatever for whatever reason. Aaliyah Boston went in her shit this year. Yes, I think that would have been better. And also, Las Vegas don't have no answer for the girl Natasha Howard. Nope. And I think Kelsey Mitchell's speed gives the perimeter players like Chelsea Grant, I think it gives them problems. I think that would have been a better matchup, me personally.
Yeah. Kent Carlson, what's up? Kent said that Atlanta team dumber than a box of rocks. So, you know,
it may be.
But, I mean,
and they playoffs start today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow. But one thing I know is that girl Brianna Jones when given the fever the blues. The girl Alicia Gray been giving the fever the blues. Ryan Howard been giving the fever the blues.
Who that other player that some say the second best player in the WNBA? She played for Connecticut.
No, you talking about Minnesota? You talking about Nafisha Colley?
No. You talking
The
about
other
Alyssa
one.
Thomas?
Something B with a B. Is it Breonna Stewart?
No.
Oh, she played for New York. Yeah.
Who played? Does anybody that play for Connecticut that's real nice?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Now you, Mike, you talking about that one veteran? What's her name?
I think I know
Bonner
the name
is
about to
gone.
hear it. But
Bonner is
No,
gone.
not the
had a
one
real
that
good
followed,
game
the
this
other
year.
one that stayed.
Say again.
No.
The one that stayed.
Nah.
Yeah, Tom. What's her name? Something.
How about-
Charles. Tina Charles playing Connecticut.
Okay.
How about
She's real
Minnesota? They got somebody that play for them that's real nice.
Yeah, Nafisha Colley.
Okay.
Nafisha Colley. Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm talking about. Then maybe that's what
to me, that's the two. I think that's the two. Asia and Fee. They the two. Who's the best in the league?
Yeah. I just think Asia she just a step above.
Yeah. I don't know, man. All I know is Fee averaged her field goal percentage. She was 50% from the field, 40% from three, and 90% from the free throw line. Only the second player in WNBA history that had that kind of percentage.
Talking about, Clay.
Huh?
That's what I'm talking about. They did the 50, 40, 90.
Yes, that's Fee. That's Nafisha Colley.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, Mike. Yeah. Defensive player of the year last year, Fee.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I get schooled a lot, man, when y'all talk about that WNBA, man, because man, I'm not in touch with it at all, man. So I learned a lot. Y'all guys talk about that WNBA, man, because I'm not in tune with it. I'm not in tune with it.
Hold up. What Ken said, Urban, please clarify. Urban speaks, clarify dumber than a box of rocks for playing in the 3,500 seat place. I don't get that. I still don't get it.
The person that said that got to clarify that.
I'm about to say, we ain't saying.
Yeah, somebody in the chat got to clarify that.
We ain't saying.
Yeah.
But hey, fellas, I gotta get out of here, man.
I
But
got
tomorrow,
you too.
man, I'm on. I'm gonna be bright and early, man. Tomorrow, man, I'm at my Steeler hat on, man. You know, I don't even know who Steelers play tomorrow. But what's the name though? The game of the week gonna be that Philly KC game, right?
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
Now, is that a night game?
No, it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep. That's gonna be a game. Yeah. Bring that same energy too.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Come from my head. Keep coming from my head.
Yeah. Your team that you always defended that you don't like. Yeah. Your team you always defended that you don't like.
There he go.
Yeah. That's how I am with the Steelers. Yeah. I'm a defender, but I don't like. I'm a defender, but I don't like.
I defend everybody that's being misrepresented. That's what I do.
My man,
you know how they say Jesus spoke with a double-edged sword? That's what I do.
Respect, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man.
All right, man.
All right.
Yeah, Mike, I got to close out too, bro.
Yeah, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Retro Time, Kent Carlson, let me see, Albert, let me see, Eastside Legend. Yeah, Clay, appreciate you. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, man.
Y'all, peace out.
All right, peace.